Okay, so in lesson 3, drawing in the game lab, we learned about a couple different codes, the rectangle and ellipses. We also learned how to fill in the color of a shape. So let's kind of take a look at at Bubble 10, the assessment for lesson 3, and then we'll take a look into more detail on how these blocks work. So here we're asked to debug this program. If I run this program, we notice that this looks a little different from the shape here that they want us to create. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the code in the workspace. We're then going to change the code so it makes the picture on the right. It makes this picture. And it gives us a hint. We just need to move one line of code, and we need to change the coordinates of the square. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. First of all, we know that code is read from top to bottom, right? So let's look at what we're coding or programming the program to make. So we're telling the program to create a rectangle at 175, 175. Remember, that's the X and Y, and that's so that creates this gray rectangle right here, right? And 175, 175. If we look down here, 175, close enough to 175, 175. Remember, that's the X and then the Y. Okay, and again, keep in mind that the Y increases as it goes down. It's a little bit different from the math coordinate plane. So we go right 175, down 175. That's how they decided to make this rectangle or square. And again, it's created, the coordinates are on the top left of the square. Then it tells, okay, the next shapes we're designing are going to be orange. So it's telling us to make the 4 circles. The circles are a little different if we remember. Circles or ellipses, the coordinates are in the very middle. So the 150, 150 is this first one. In the very middle or center of the circle is 150, 150. Okay, if we look at the grid, 150, 150. So we make the 4 circles, and then it fills in. The next shape's going to be purple, but there are no shapes to make. So that kind of tells me the solution for the first part right away to that one line of code we're going to move. We want to make this rectangle purple, so what I'm going to do is simply just move this to the bottom. Okay. We can actually move it to the top, but we're going to run into problems, and I think to keep this video short, we're not going to talk about that. But if we move the fill purple to the top, the square is not going to be in the front, and we're not going to talk about that right now. The next thing we need to do is change the coordinates of the square. So if I reset and run this, okay, good, the purple is square, and it's also in the front, just like the square. But now I need to just move it kind of towards the middle. And to do that, again, the coordinates, the X and Y needs to be right here at 150, 150. I'm sorry, yeah, 150, 150 right here, right, to make a square here. So I'm going to change this to 150. The next one at 150. I'm going to test it out, and it looks like it creates the flower.